Hello everybody, this will be my breakdown for episode 5 of Hawkeye. So let's get to it. Florence Pugh, amazing. I mean, every time she show up on screen, she continues to get even better and better. I love the character of Yelena Belova. It's a fascinating character, and she was amazing in this episode, especially in the beginning, in the opening scene where she tries to help the other Black Widow, who she thinks is brainwashed, and she was not. She just living her life in a beautiful house and doing her work, what she was trained to do as a mercenary. And she even, after the blip, the, she even have a family and all of that, and that was very fascinating to see. I like to see different and multiple widows and get to know them more, and how each of the widows has different lifestyle to her previous life. And Yelena Belova and Kate Bishop conversation, and um I love that, especially Florence Pugh Russian accent, delightful. So that was great to see. Now we only have one episode left, and we get to see here that all the pieces are coming together, and we have an idea of what the final episode will be. And I'll say we pretty much, our speculation, of course, my speculation are pretty damn right. Not really surprised for anything of this episode. Now, I think we learned that Elena Bishop, Kate Bishop mother, hired Yelena Belova to kill Clint Barton. Now, it, we saw that. So, what was the post credit scene of the Black Widow movie where Val uh, approached Yelena Belova with an assignment to kill Clint Barton, and she said to her that he was responsible for Natasha's death. So I think that Elena Becher, we know she's connected to Kingpin with some face now, but I think she has connection with Val. I mean, Elena Becher runs a security company. Kingpin runs a organized crime, and Val is a government official. She has really strong connection, and I think Gil, eh, Elena Beach hired Yelena to Val, so that would make sense, of course. And I want to talk about the shocking. Well, it was not really shocking, but it was interesting that Clint really killed Echo's father. Now, this is a problem I see, because Clint, he's an Avenger, he's a hero, and just because he lost his family in the blaze, so he became desperate, and he had, he went hunting criminals. That doesn't mean that he, it was good what he did. It was not. And I know that Echo's father was not a really a good guy, but he didn't deserve that execution. Suddenly Clint Bottom began judge and jury and executioner. So I think that's a problem for the character moving forward. I'm curious to see how they're going to handle that, because I think it would have been better if it was someone else in the running suit who killed Echo's father. But what? So we know that what will Clint do to truly make amends? I don't think he's done it, and he has to make amends with Maya, with Echo, because she killed he killed her father, and some serious stuff here. Now we also have a glimpse at the Kingpin. We know there is Vincent D'Onofrio finally, and I think he will show up in fully and have lines and all of that in the next episode, the season finale. But now we know that he wants to watch because it was likely working with that person. It was spying on her on his organization, and I think it was codenamed Mockingbird, as we thought, and aka Lord of Bottom. And I think that Chill becomes suddenly more fleshed out in the MCU. Perhaps we Secret Invasion, we get more of that, or that would be Saw. But Saw also has some problems, some real operation problems, as we saw in WandaVision. So we basically know that maybe Laura Bunton, she most likely is Mockingbird and as SHIELD agent, and she was spying on Kingpin organization. So, and he wants that watch badly, so he will know who he is and to find Clint and all of that. So yes, we know that Elena Pitcher is the evil parent. Not surprised there. That's from the comics. And she framed Jacques Duquesne. Now, uh, I don't know here because Jacques Duquesne, I know they're not doing exactly in the comic book, but he was the I believe the mentor of Hawkeye, and, and he's swordsman. Now I know they're not going to do that relationship, but he's a swordsman, and we don't get actually to see him in a real fight with a sword, and he only has one episode left. So I hope we see him in action. Now let's talk about Laura Bolton. She's definitely confirmed now, but she has former operator, a former chief operator codenamed Mockingbird, and who can be identified by the watch and somehow involve the Kingpin, who obviously was on Shield's radar, and for some reason Shield cannot do or didn't do anything about him. So that's also fascinating. Now, Kingpin wanted Echo's father there, as we also suspected, and Cassie is involved in that. It turns out he was the one who tipped running to to Echo's father and location and of that. Now, and basically he did that because Kingpin knew that Ronan wouldn't take prisoners. So I'm not really sure about letting Clint get away with this, especially he his fault. And basically, he claims in this show that he's a weapon, especially in this episode. So he's like, I'm a weapon, but he's not a mindless weapon. It's not the same as the Black Widow. The Black Widows were brainwashed. She got that going for her. But I mean, Clint is the one who pulled the or let the arrow, and but you could see how deadly he really is. But also he needs to take responsibility, and it's now okay to kill that person. And I mean, and cut we echo on this one. He Clean really makes to make it has to make amends for what he did. So now let's talk about the coolest scenes in this episode. The opening scene with Yelena and the other Black Widow. Fantastic. A really cool hallway scene with the other Black Widow. And it really felt like Falcon and the Winter Soldier in terms of the the action in that scene. So I really like that, and it was cool to see more Black Widows in the MCU. Now, and the and I like the scene that when Jelena was blip, and it was like a 5 second or something, and she was in the bathroom, and suddenly she's gone and then come back, but it has been 5 years. 5 years has been passed because of the blip. So that was a really cool scene, and the visual effects and Florence Pugh acting, it was so good, and I really enjoyed that. Now, the other scene was the girls' night out scene with Yelena Belova and Kate Bishop. And I love that Yelena Belova makes some mac and cheese. Now, who doesn't love mac and cheese? It's great. Now, I like that because we get interesting perspective between the two of them. And so awesome that we're getting a look at the next generation of Avengers. And we know classic members in that scene. It's just the future Avengers, Kate Bishop and Yelena Belova. And we are on the precipice of a whole new team of Avengers. So it was very interesting to see that and to get an idea of what we're going to see more in the MCU. Now, I like the plague that they put out in terms of the Battle of New York, and with other names of the Avengers. Oh, and I love the they given a last name to Thor, Thor Odinson, and I mean, I think they could have the order of the names. They should have done it alphabetically, and I think it was a little insulting to put Natasha's and Clint Barton's names last. And we seen the shadow of Nat's death throughout this whole show, and it has been handled very well. And I guess that she really touched a lot of people where when she was alive, and that really means a lot. And especially when we know that she didn't get a proper funeral or anything. But uh, it's really nice that she touched so many people when she was alive. Now the amazing scene between Echo and Clint dressed as Ronan, which I think it was in poor taste in his part, leaving he said he's leaving behind the Ronan suit and everything of that life, but he put the Ronan suit again. So maybe he didn't because somehow he detached from his responsibility for it when he has the suit on. But it was pretty weird. Now the fight scene. With this fight scene, it becomes crystal clear that Echo deserves her own Disney Plus show, where and she's getting one. And she we clear here we see her fight, and she she has those skills to go fist to foot with Daredevil, and we she will certainly do so because I think the Kingpin being half murder, her father half murder. That's right, Clint. And I'm not letting you off of the hook, not yet. But I think that this is a, a way to bring the Daredevil and the Daredevil war further into the MCU before they graduate to having their own show. But Daredevil is coming, and Charlie Cox he's going to be appearing in the She-Hulk show, and I think he's going to be in the Echo show. So he's coming big, and eventually he's getting his own Disney Plus show. So that would be very cool. So we only have one episode left, and the Christmas party episode. Then we have seen in the trailers and all of that, and they're going to have this big scene, this big fight scene in the Rockefeller Center, I believe, in where the big Christmas tree is. So I can't wait for the season finale. Can't wait to see Kingpin again. So and Yelena Belova. So I'm curious how they're going to wrap it all this up. But yes, so that's my breakdown for Hawkeye. So if you have seen the episode, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? If you like it, if you didn't like it, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.